News.
Joining me now here in the studio is Dr. Ron Kornish, who is the director of the Interreligious Coordinating Council in Israel, which is a member organization of the Meir Forum that organized the demonstration against price tag attacks outside the Prime Minister's residence. Good evening. Thank you for coming in.
Good evening. Nice to be here.
What was the message, the primary message of your demonstration, and do you think that it was heard?
Our message was La'atzor et terror, which is Hebrew, means to stop the phenomenon of Tag Mahir price tag attacks, and La'atzor also means to arrest the perpetrators who are doing this. I think the message was loud and clear. Anyone who was listening would have heard it. The Prime Minister, of course, was in Japan, so he may not have heard it, but I'm sure his advisors heard it, and we hope the government will take it seriously now. We're not the only people calling upon the government to act, including the Catholic Church and many other people in Israel, and even members of the government. So it's time to put an end to this now.
Now, you're a member of the Meir Forum Steering Committee. Tell me about Meir and the efforts that this group is undertaking.
So Meir is a Hebrew term for light tag. It's a pun on price tag. So instead of terror and attacks and vandalism, we bring light and hope to the people who are attacked. We started 2.5 years ago on Hanukkah. After one of the attacks, we had a rally outside of the Prime Minister's residence. Then we brought less people than last night. Last night was close to 800 people. And Tag Meir tries to bring light and hope and solidarity. Whenever there's an attack, until last week when there were too many per day, we were there all the time to offer solidarity to the Muslims or Christians or Jews who are attacked by these hooligans.
To what do you attribute the recent spike in these kinds of attacks?
It's hard to know. First of all, you should know this has been going on for the last 4 years. There have been hundreds of incidents. In recent weeks, there have been more. Some people are saying it's connected to the visit of the Pope. I don't think that's the reason. I think the spike comes from the fact that they've been getting away with it so easily. And so the first and most important thing at the moment is law enforcement. Okay? And the reason ministers in the government and our group is calling this group a terror organization is in order that law enforcement can move quicker, arrest them, not release them, arrest them, and then bring them to justice. It's widely known by now who they are, where they live. It's not a great secret. It's in the press every day. If I know it, then the Shabak certainly knows it. So we need to get the job done now. It can be done.
Now, many people operate under the assumption that the price tag attacks have only been against property.
Oh, no. Lately, they've been vandalism against property, but over the last 4 years, there have been people killed, there have been people spat upon, there's been injured to body, there are people who were paralyzed. Most of the incidents have been vandalism, but some have led to people being killed. There was one incident several months ago where a Palestinian family was almost burned to death, but by a miracle they got out in time. The house was burned down. They're alive to tell the story. So it's certainly more than vandalism. And the great worry is that it will lead to more people being killed.
Dr. Ron Kornish, thank you very much for sharing your insight with us. Good luck with your efforts.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, President